The boredom-busting secret that makes retirement life actually fun. An opening note of reflection. Try this in your heart for a moment. What do you feel most often when you wake up these days? Is it excitement for what the day might bring? A sense of busyness, of having things to do? Or is it emptiness? A quiet, hollow feeling that whispers, "What now?" If what you feel is emptiness, loneliness, or a kind of drifting without a clear direction, you are not alone. Many retirees find themselves here facing a vast expanse of time that once seemed like a gift, but now feels more like a weight. Today, let's talk about boredom and retirement, not as a complaint, but as a doorway. A doorway to explore how to bring back direction, meaning, and the joy of living to our days. Because empty time is not the enemy, it is an invitation. The awakening moment. Hello, I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Thank you for joining me here in this small, warm space where we can reflect together. Today, we're going to talk about boredom, the quiet companion who sometimes visits uninvited in retirement. It doesn't come because we're lazy or unmotivated. It comes because we were once very active, once needed, once busy. And now suddenly, wide open space appears. The time we once dreamed of now feels hollow. But what if boredom is not a sign of failure or emptiness? What if it's a signal that something deeper is calling us to pay attention, to rediscover what truly matters, to find meaning beyond the ticking clock? The awakening of curiosity. Meaning in retirement. Freedom that matters. Dr. Laura Carstensen, a leading psychologist known for her socio-emotional selectivity theory, explains that as we age, our perception of time changes. We become more aware that our days are limited, and this awareness shifts how we choose to spend our time. We become more selective and wise about what truly matters. Retirement is not about filling every hour with activity or distractions. It's about filling our time with what matters most to us personally. It's about quality, not quantity. Dr. Richard Leider, a renowned expert on purpose and meaning, beautifully sums up what gives life meaning with three simple yet profound elements: growing, giving, and belonging. Growing ourselves, learning, evolving, expanding. Giving to others, sharing our time, wisdom, and love. And belonging, feeling part of something bigger than ourselves. These elements form the foundation for a meaningful retirement, a life beyond boredom. Insight 1. Rediscover your curiosity. Boredom often arises not because there's nothing to do, but because we forget to ask ourselves a simple question: what still makes me curious? Curiosity is a powerful antidote. It's the spark that lights up our brain and heart, inviting us to explore, learn, and grow. Try something new, not to master it perfectly, but to enjoy the process. Paint with colors you've never used before. Bake a recipe that smells like a distant memory. Write your memoir, capturing moments that shaped you. Learn a language you've always admired. Garden and watch life grow beneath your hands. Or even create simple digital content to share your stories or hobbies. The world has opened up with free platforms like YouTube, Coursera, Skillshare, and many local senior classes that make learning accessible and fun. Remember, curiosity is not about achievement. It's about discovery. It's about waking up the childlike wonder inside you that still wants to know, to try, to see. Insight 2. Give yourself small daily missions. A meaningful day isn't a full day, but a day with direction. One way to bring meaning back is to give yourself small, manageable missions each day. Start your morning by writing down, "Today I want to," and fill in a simple goal. It could be calling an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while, walking for 15 minutes in the fresh air, writing a page in your journal. Create personal projects that connect you with your past and present, organizing family photos into albums, knitting a scarf for a grandchild, or collecting stories from your hometown to share with others. Celebrate even the smallest wins, because life happens in moments, not just in big achievements. Every phone call, every step, every word written is a thread weaving meaning into your day. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, a specialist in transitions, reminds us that these small steps help build a new rhythm and a sense of accomplishment that combats the drift of boredom. Insight 3. Connect your time with others. Time shared with others is time that heals. One of the most powerful ways to overcome boredom and find meaning is through connection. Find or create small communities where you feel welcomed and valued. This could be a book club, a gentle exercise group, a hobby club, or a spiritual gathering. Volunteering offers a profound way to connect and contribute. Dr. Ken Deichtwald's research shows that retirees who volunteer regularly report greater happiness and better health. Places like nursing homes, libraries, places of worship, and educational organizations often welcome volunteers. Set gentle, regular routines that anchor your social time. Maybe every Friday you video call your grandchild, or every Wednesday you join an online class with others who share your interests. These connections remind us that we belong, that we matter, and that our time is not empty, it is shared and treasured. Insight 4. Embrace new roles and identities. Retirement changes how we see ourselves. It's normal to feel lost without the roles we once had: worker, parent, caregiver, leader. But as Dr. Nancy Schlossberg points out, we can create new roles that fit this life stage. You might become a mentor, sharing your wisdom with younger generations. A learner, embracing new knowledge and skills. A volunteer, contributing to causes you care about. An artist, storyteller, or community builder. Try to view retirement not as an ending, but as a season of reinvention. Each new role you try is a thread in the tapestry of your evolving identity. This mindset shift from loss to possibility opens the door to new meaning and fulfillment. Insight 5. Cultivate mindfulness and acceptance. Sometimes boredom or emptiness is a doorway to deeper feelings, grief, fear, or uncertainty. Mindfulness helps us sit with those feelings without judgment or resistance. Practice simple breathing exercises, meditation, or mindful walking. Notice the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breath, the colors and sounds around you. These moments of presence can bring calm and clarity. Dr. Becca Levy's research highlights that accepting aging with kindness and compassion improves emotional well-being. When we stop fighting what is, we open space for peace to grow. Mindfulness is not about erasing boredom, but about befriending it, learning what it has to teach us. The final light deeper insights on aging and emotional health. Research from Dr. Robert Waldinger's Harvard study of adult development, one of the longest studies on human happiness, shows that emotional well-being in later life is less about wealth or fame and more about close relationships and purpose. Dr. Lovra Carstensen's socio-emotional selectivity theory explains that with limited time, we prioritize emotionally meaningful experiences. This prioritization helps us focus on what truly enriches us emotionally. Dr. Ken Deichtwald adds that staying socially and mentally active creates a positive feedback loop. Engagement fuels health, and health fuels engagement. Together, these insights remind us that retirement can be a time of profound emotional richness if we nurture connection and purpose. From knowing to becoming. Closing reflection. Boredom is a door to new life. I know it's not easy. Not every day will feel bright or full of energy, but retirement is not a place to wait out time. It's a season where we can fill time with the light we choose ourselves. Remember, you are not alone. We're all learning to dance with this new time. And you still have so much to offer the world. As Viktor Frankl said, life is not about finding entertainment, but about creating meaning. Thank you for being here with me. I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Until the next reflection. We've talked about legacy, what we want to leave behind for the world and those we love. But let me ask one more thing. What if what we haven't yet left behind is peace with ourselves? What if before we leave something for others, we need to make peace with the past that still lingers? In our next conversation, we'll explore this quieter but vital space, forgiving the past and making peace with life's choices. Because before we close the book of life with calm, we need to be sure our hearts have finished reading every page. Until then, keep being a light for others and for yourself. A little note before you go: your thoughts matter. Please share your reflections in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. If this video brought a smile or stirred a memory, please like, share, and subscribe.